nice greenery showing up after heavy rains. Especially I'm glad about the new plants around the pond, because it was very barren and dry, so now it looks like we're going to begin having a look like a nice pond after the green grows bigger here. And I'm not gonna cut it down entirely because there is a frog living in here. Otherwise I wouldn't mind to be it cut down, but I suppose the frog will be happier when it's more green here. And one mouse is living in the end of the garden here. Recently I've seen it quite a few times. Very fat, and I would even say obese. There is entrance there. I don't know what the mouse eats here, but apparently some roots of plants which are growing here. Anyway, so luckily the rain is coming down with some I don't even know how to say it in my poor English. Not continuously. It's coming like 10-20 minutes very heavy rain, or even half an hour sometimes. Then it's small rain for half an hour, and then it's half an hour sun, and now it's been for an hour maybe. So it changes all the time. So with my daily routine I can manage that. When it's heavy rain I find a shelter, and when it's sun out then I'm running to another place. So I managed to do that this way. Yes, nothing new so far. I'm back home early today and going to think deeply about with which kind of project, online project, I mean, with which kind of videos I continue, or my article series, because I have began last year several series of articles which I haven't finished, just being busy running from one country to another. And now as I'm in Portugal and more or less settled, then I need to continue with the articles the series which I began. But this is a big job, so I need to think deeply about which kind of task I'll take next and get it done. And meanwhile also with the videos. But that's what I'm thinking to do. That I don't want to be in English how to say freeloader in this society. Even though I'm let's say not homeless completely, but I'm not rich and I'm not very well off, I still think that I should give back to society, to what it has given to me, as I've been traveling around the world, even homeless. I've benefited a lot from the advancement of society, especially after the car accident like 25 years ago, where doctors put me back together and back on feet so I can walk again. And regardless of my health issues, I'm glad that such a society exists with such a technology which allows me to live quite happily, even without money. So, as I think I have something to give, I must now decide which of my talents is the best to concentrate on that other people could benefit as well. And this week I have to decide, and I hope I will, which is my give back I should concentrate on. So the list is written down, so I have to be real. What can I do on continuous basis, and which format? Writing, audio, video, etc. Just to be real with my means and decide once and for all to get at least one big project done, not to jump from one task to another. That's it, I guess. The project, yeah, what are the options? As I've been around the world as a homeless in almost 40 countries, so I have a bit of experience how to survive in every country without money. So that's one idea, to talk in audio. What one should do when finding himself or herself in difficult situation with no money, with nothing, on the street, and how to build a life up again. There are certain tips I could give. So that's one project. Another one is about mental health. I mean, I've been through quite a difficult, stressful situations, and I've written actually a book about it, how to manage your mind. That was my very first book. So look on my website. And yeah, look on my book. It's better. In 2 words I cannot tell, but one project was a book you can find here on my website. But the project was to tell it also in audio, my stories, how I manage to remain sane in very difficult situations, in prisons and on the street and in cold and with no money, with almost no hope, and there is always hope, always. So how to do that, how to control the mind. So that's the second project. Third project is to tell my story, how I manage or how I'm doing it to program my mind to achieve certain abilities which I'm still testing. But as I don't have concrete proof to show, I know myself what I can do, but I haven't recorded in a scientific way with these. But I can talk about it, so that's one project, to talk about these techniques. And cryptography is probably the most realistic, most concrete thing to show for others to understand, to do it on video. So these are 4 projects, and there I've written down a couple of more, and I have to choose which one is the next, like I should concentrate more. Audio would be easier. But I would love to concentrate more on cryptography, because this is, well, this is my strongest part in my abilities. I mean, because I've worked for 30 years on it, and I think that's the strongest in the world. And you can also see it on my book. Again, book is on my website for free, available. So this week I'll decide which will be the project I will concentrate the most. Anyway, long talk. I'm not used to long talks, so that's it. Thinking and thinking.